Hello, everyone. It has been a while, hasn't it? So, um, Ark Survival Ascended. We're back to playing it again. But before that, oh, this is cool. Anyways, before that, we have made some changes. So, let me just go to my profile. Uh, we have the mods. We have regular awesome spyglass. We have pull it. We have crafting skill potions. Uh, we have done some changes to our game rules. For example, we have done a few things, like we've made breeding happen a lot faster, that other stuff, but also we are now playing with single player settings, which is well, it's just hold on, where is it? I'm not sure where single player settings is, but basically, ooh, you know what? Okay, yeah, that's set to its maximum. Uh, Are these both? Yeah, they're both set to their maximums, I think. Yeah, okay. Then... maximum level if... Yo, Dr. Quantum, we're playing something we haven't played in 4 months. But basically, it... What are we playing today? We are back to Ark Survival Ascended, which is crazy. Because my payday was a few days ago, and I made the mistake of dropping $38.94 on the DLC. I don't know why. I really don't know why I did that. It's a terrible financial decision. But, anyways, um... I am trying to show that I went to the settings and I basically bought myself sorry, I basically activated the I can't remember what it was, but it activated single player settings, and I only activated it after beating 2 bosses, which makes me think that from now on, the bosses are going to be a little bit easier. I'm not sure. We are still going to have to do each of the 10 remaining bosses. Right, there's alpha difficulty, beta difficulty, gamma difficulty, and there's 3 bosses in the game. And, and I have yet to beat them. So, we do have a couple of treasure chests, or treasure treasure maps. So first we're going to do r dot... Actually, wait, let's look up in the sky. First r dot volumetric cloud 0, and then just like that, the clouds have disappeared. And then we're going to land somewhere we can see the volumetric fog, and then we are very quickly going to do r dot volumetric fog 0, and then we're going to do gamma 3, just so I can see everything a little bit better. Then we're going to do, if I still remember this, I think it's stat FPS. Yep, it shows my FPS, which is fluctuating at around 50 or 60 frames per second, which is good. So, we're going to consume this treasure map, we're going to consume this treasure map, and... okay, one is 4,470 meters that way, one is 4,300 that way. So... oh my god, one of them's all the way in the murder snow? Well, okay, this isn't murder snow, it's not Ragnarok. I have installed the latest version of Ark. I have the latest version of the DLC, but I have not installed Ragnarok the map, and I haven't played it yet. But, hear me out. I've sort of committed myself to playing the Ark maps in the order that they came out. So what I will probably do is I will probably do a canon map, like the island, and then I'll do a non-story map on non-canon map. So what it may look like when I finish the island, when I kill all 12 bosses, is I will finish this, and then I will do one of the non-canon maps, like, ooh, shit. Forgot to turn on my spyglass to give me warning. Uh... hold on. I got a little bit distracted. I'll turn on my... hey, where you going, where you going, where you going? Who told you you could run? No, I didn't say you could run. Then there's your last family member. Come back here. Okay. Anyways, I will probably do, like, in the middle, I'll probably do the centers as well. So it will probably be, assuming I'm doing them in the order that they came out. Oh, wow. Wow, my computer is not handling this very well. We'll probably do centers, and then after centers we will do Scorched Earth, because that's the second DLC. And then after Scorched Earth, I think we'll do... I don't know if Valguero is in the game yet, actually. I'm not sure if Val is in the game. But if Valguero isn't in the game, we will do Ragnarok, and then after Ragnarok we will do... I want to say Aberration is the next one in the sequence. And then after Aberration, which is a canon map, we will do a non-canon map, and then after doing the next non-canon map, we will go do Extinction. Yeah, it's looking that way. Because the non-canon maps are not relative to the story of the game, but they do have interesting bosses in them. So, actually, come to think of it, I have a few boss teams that are, like, basically ready to go. Oh, well, ooh. Oh, right, I turned the loot up so that I wouldn't need to search for, like, hundreds of hours to get a good Therizinosaur saddle, which, actually, we have two very good Therizinosaur saddles. I can show them to you, but I will need to fly back home real quick. Oh, is that an alpha? No, it's just a regular one. Actually, speaking of, I should bring a Therizinosaur so that if I encounter any alphas, I can... Ooh, shit, there's another yellow. Oh, there's a yellow drop that's already landed. I'm sorry for being very ADHD, but, you know, it's Ark. This is just how you play the game. But yeah, I've been hunting every single purple drop, every single yellow drop, and every single red drop. And a few of them have given me some absolutely amazing things. One of them gave me a long neck rifle that is 700% damage, which is basically gonna be my go-to next time I need to tame a high-level Giga. So, you know what? These are also good because you can scrap them for metal. I'm not even gonna hold you. These are amazing. Actually, hell, I'm probably not riding a Plesiosaur anytime soon, so I'll probably also turn the saddle into more metal. Because the reason I need a lot more metal is because I'm doing stuff with Therizinosaurs. And the Therizinosaur saddles, especially the high-leveled ones, consume a freakish amount. But basically, we also have this tribe tower, which is something we set up a long time ago. And, and it's not even getting to the point where it gives us an EXP bonus. I think that needs to be like 24 hours, and then it'll give us like a 1 or 2% bonus. But basically, we are breeding a boss line of Theries. We have a... Yeah, we got Boss Theri 13, which is wearing our really good saddle. Then we have Boss Breeder 1, Boss Breeder 2, which actually, come to think of it, I'm going to quickly Cryo Ball him. I'm going to store the rest of his loot drops in the... Oh, actually, hold on. Flat Gauntlets, Plesiosaur. You know what? You know what? No, let's bring that upstairs. Let's see if it's worth anything. But the metal stuff has to, Ta-da, just like that, 193 metal. Isn't that amazing? Something is getting killed by my Bronto. But basically, yeah. We have these really good saddles that we have been stockpiling. And let me just save my game real quick now that I'm home. Home safe. We have a shitload of Therizinosaurs. We have... I have up until Boss Theri 21. And the goal is to get them all to 50,000 health via normal leveling. And then put any excess into their melee. And we also have Crafting Table RG, who is very nice. Let me just make one. Let me just pull the stuff to make a crafting skill potion. And then, can we pull? Yep, okay, we can. So, as you can see, one Theri saddle costs us 5,500 fiber, 1,900 metal, 9,800 hide, and about 4,100 wood. So, I'm going to do that. We're going to craft one real quickly. And with crafting skill, because all of our stats are in crafting skill at the moment, when you have 1,230%, we get a big bonus. We get a 31% bonus. And then if I can pull enough to make a second, I will craft a second one. And if I can pull enough to make a third, I will pull a third one. But basically, we have a Theory saddle that is actually 190%. But if I did that... Oh, right, I'm overweight. If I did that for every single... If I did this for every single boss, or if I did this for every single Theory saddle, rather, I would be spending a shitload more time. Let me put this to you in a much more understandable way. The first Theory saddle that has 100 points of armor is 5,534 fiber, 1,902 metal, 9,859 hide, and 4,151 wood. The second Theory saddle is 8,113 fiber, 2,788 metal, 14,451 hide, and 6,084 wood. Which is obscene, but yeah. Basically, this is what I've been doing. I will equip a Theory with a really goated saddle, and then we will effectively just have it ready for war. And when it comes time for the boss fight, we will fly over, give all the Theories their really good saddles, and then, yeah, get to work. So when the crafting skill potion wears off, I'm going to be really hungry. Oh, no, I'm actually just going to be kind of moderate. Okay, so the next Theories we will train will probably be 17. I'm going to just take them from whoever's closer to the door, and 15. So you guys can stay there, and we have a couple of things to go pick up. Let's go get the level 1 first, and then we will, after we have the level 1, we'll go back and get the level 15, which should be right over there. And if on the way there we encounter any really good, if we encounter any alpha creatures, we will just throw our Theories out and then use them to farm the EXP. Another alternative method that could work quite well for me is if I basically just hopped on a Theory and we traveled over land to get there. But here's the thing, there may still be creatures on the ground that could absolutely demolish me in a fair fight. Like there are... Okay, the Theory does like 500 per hit, but there are things like Alpha Carnos that have a bleed. There are things like UTs that have a roar that will boost all of their allied creatures. There are Gigas out here, which are insane. And some creatures are still... Okay, basically, I'm approaching the top of the food chain, but there are still things further up on the food chain than me. My Theory, with its 500-something damage, is not taking on a Carcharodontosaurus. It's not doing jack shit to them. We would be very poorly equipped. But low-key, with my 20 Theories, I could probably take on basically anything in the game. Even a Titanosaur. 20 Theories... Okay, Titanosaurs have almost as much HP as some of the bosses, but I think we could manage it. And I'm wondering if there's an achievement for killing a Titanosaur. Also, do I have my shovel? Yep, primitive shovel. So we're gonna go over there. We're going to pick up whatever loot is in the super basic chest. Then we're gonna go get the green chest. And then... Well... I have a plan for how to take on a specific cave and turn it into what is effectively a loot farming zone. But for that to happen, we're gonna need a lot of rafts. A lot of rafts. And also, we are on the hunt for two things. We have a god line of Theories, which is like two perfectly mutated and bred lines. Now, we need... Oh. 23 in food, 21 in weight. That is quite good. I get you out of trouble real quick. Nope, didn't get him. Okay. Then just fly up at an angle. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Well, maybe dropping him down that cliff would work. Except he's now in the water. Hmm. Hmm. And now there's an Argentavis that's in a fight with him. And of course that woolly rhino wants to smoke. When do they not? The Daeron gonna win that fight? Shit, he might. Get yourself fully healed. Oh wait, is that a Rex? Damn. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fly him to where I want to get him to in time. I also know there's an angle where if you're flying up, things that you're holding can't get... Yeah, things that you're holding can't hit you. But basically, I need to fly him over to those ice flats, which may be a little bit of a trial. Hmm. Oh, and if I'm apparently flying down, he can't get me as well. But yeah, just dump him on the ice flats, and then trank him out. See what his post leveling stats look like, because they gain a bunch of stats when they are tamed up. And I currently have 186 trank darts in my crossbow. So, God willing, we should be able to get this tame. Unless, of course, what is that? It's a direwolf. Okay. $7.2k topper, holy shit. Uh-oh. Uh... Oh, don't go in the water. Don't get in the water. Don't get in the water. 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you trying to escape? Why are these crossbow arrows... Why are these crossbow bolts not connecting for some reason? Oh, never mind. Okay. What else is here that could be a threat? I don't know. I don't like the look of either of you. I like how the Argentavis does this like eagle screech every time it, every time it lands an attack. It's like, it's the sound of America, sound of American exceptionalism. Okay, now we are actually starting to die in the snow. Um, Let me just very quickly go to the tracking panel. He's not that close. Oh my god, actually, in the time he's been knocked out, that is quite close to being asleep. Hold on. How many... 10 superior kibble? We're gonna bring 15. But yeah, anyways, sorry, I've seen a good Daedon. We have a good Daedon, I think, but we haven't gotten, like, we haven't gotten a maxed out breeding line, so we need to get all the pigs we have, basically, throw them out, correlate a list of what we want. So, like, let's say I have 2 males, and each of them has a stat I want, and then we, like, breed the male with a female, produce the perfect offspring, take the perfect offspring, breed that perfect offspring with something else, with the first male. There's a whole sequence, and basically I think about it like this. Off camera, I have spent about, I shit you not, 100 hours of playtime. I've spent about 100 hours of off-camera playtime reading myself a perfect Theri line. So now when my Theris come out, they have 26k health, they got 800% melee, and that is, yeah, that's basically what we've done. Compared to the usual 16,000 health from my high-level Theris, and about 400 or 375 in melee. So, fly home, grab some superior kibble. We have a cryo ball, so we don't need to grab anything there. And we could basically start the pig breeding line. I mean, theoretically, we could start the pig breeding line here. Unless, of course, we run into an even better pig. Now, I know that we have a 140-ish Daedon, but... Well, actually, no, we had 150 Daedon, because one time we were going there to scout out the Megapithecus arena before the boss fight, and we actually ran into a Daedon that was 150. Oh shit, they made the Aurora Borealises look even nicer. That's cool. Anyways, there's one more thing that I have yet to do, which is, now that I bought the DLC, I can now use these, I can now spend these skill points. Basically, skill points are something you get by filling up a bunch of quests. So, for example, harvest resources, loot supply crates, kill 5 of the following, tame one of these, do these, I don't know if I can craft a boomerang on the island, because I don't have a... I shouldn't have any access to sand, right? Like, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I can't craft a boomerang because I'm not on the island. But basically, they give you a bunch of quests, and then when you fill up those quests, you get skill points. And then once you complete... Once you've done enough, you can... Oops, sorry. You can use your skill points on something. So, there is... Hot-blooded. Natural health regen is increased by 100%. I'm taking that. What do I unlock? Is it a hold? hold to unlock? Oh, E, hold to unlock. Okay. And then I'm... Okay. Because having higher natural health regen is just great. And if this character carries over to all the other maps, it's also great to have that. Even before I go to, like, Lost Colony, or even before I, like, ascend off the island and then go to Lost Colony. Now, Lost Colony did not exist with like, OG Ark Survival Evolved. So, I may actually do that first. Like, ooh, hello? This is some... Okay, no. We're not turning this into, like, a tame extravaganza. Uh-oh. Shit. Falling. I'm falling. Of course I fall next to a fucking Palovia. Why not? Let that fucking thing go. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I have plans for... I have plans to tackle the ice caves, but I don't know how quickly I can get to executing those. I... I may do the hard ice cave first, which is the one where there's... You know what, I might do the regular ice cave, which is where you just go in, no armor. Oh, sorry, you go... Oh, sorry. You go in with no tames. But there is a harder cave, which is where all the creatures in there are insanely strong. And for that, having a Daedon with the self-heal might actually be kind of amazing. I'm not gonna hold you. Having a leveled Daedon for that would be crazy good. Anyways, sorry. Wait a sec, huh? Where'd my Daedon go? Did something eat it? What the fuck? Something ate my pig! That's annoying. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go get the level 15 treasure cache first, and then let's come back. Let's do a loop around, like a coastal hook, over to the Murder Snow. You're a good level. Well, okay. We're basically gonna have to max out our breed lines for both of these. And, we don't have a high level Utyrannus. We had a 150, but that one fucking drowned itself. For some reason. I don't know. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it thought that drowning underneath an iceberg was a better alternative than being my pet. You know. I guess dinosaurs just fucking hate me for some reason. But, yeah. Also, I've been considering raising a Megatherium army as well for the bug boss. Just getting a couple of really good Megatheriums. Because, okay, on the lowest difficulty, 2 Megatheriums can enter the boss arena and win. Of course, what they need to do is what people usually do for that is they use them to farm the spiders, the Araneos. So one Megatherium holds the attention of the Broodmother, and the other, you know, constantly, like, ground pounds the Araneos. Every time you get a map, you throw it into your inventory, and then you frequently just drop all the chitin, eat all the meat, and try and keep that streak going for however long it takes. But, yeah. This is, Okay, basically, I have a couple of very good level Daedons. I would like to get a few more so I could have a wider breeding pool, and effectively start using the power of eugenics to make the perfect offspring. Actually, what are my active quests, by the way? I keep forgetting. Oh, right, I can also unlock more perks. Bloodlust. When you kill an enemy with a melee weapon, you gain 10% movement speed. Barbed blades, metal swords, and pikes have a chance to reflect, have a chance to cause bleeding, dealing 5% of the target's maximum health as damage for over 10 seconds. Curse Reflection, for the gain an active ability for the next 4 seconds, you reflect 50% of the pre-mitigation damage you take back to your attackers. It's Heavy-footed, which is you take 10% reduced fall damage when you suffer fall damage. You knock back enemies within 10 meters of you. Okay. Smoke Magician, smoke grenades last for longer. Throwing one instantly breaks you out of any trap and drops aggro from creatures while you remain in the smoke. Spirit Rush, gain an active ability. For the next 15 seconds, you gain 100% movement speed and phase through wild and your own tamed creatures. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what my main use case for that is gonna be. If I'm stuck in a press of my creatures, if I accidentally, like, whistle all and get them all to, like, surround me, that's what I'm using it to do. That's how I'm getting out of it. Experience Killer. You gain 10%. Your mounts gain 10% increased experience from kills. Okay. Huh. And there's Mounted Opportunist, which is whenever your mount kills an enemy, it has a 5% chance to instantly restore 10% of its maximum stamina. Okay. Essence Eater. When you kill a creature with your mount, it gets a 10% chance to gain 2.5% increased damage for 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Spectral Mount. Gain an active ability. For the next 15 seconds, your mount becomes Spectral. While Spectral, it cannot be targeted by wild creatures, it ignores all stamina costs, and you cannot be forcibly dismounted from it. Okay. Bonded Taming. Creatures you tame gain 10% imprint bonus for you. Imprinter. Imprinting creatures you are raising is 5% more effective. Twin Imprint. Gain an active ability. For the next 60 minutes, the targeted ally shares your imprint bonus for creatures you have raised. Okay. Speedy Harvester. Okay, harvesting a resource node grants 5% movement speed per stack for 10 seconds per stack, stacking up to 5 times. A Midas Touch. When harvesting a resource node with a tool, you have a 3% chance to turn that node gold. Gold nodes have increased health and can be harvested for more resources. This is actually going to be really good with my Anki tracker. Gain an active ability. For the next 60 seconds, gain the ability to track any of the following within 80 meters. Enemy players and tames, enemy structures, resource nodes, any or all. Damn. Strong Back. Reduce the weight of structures in your inventory. Mass production. When you craft ammunition, you have a 3% chance to produce twice as many. That's really good. And Telekinesis. Ooh. Huh. That's cool. Well. I am going to take Well-Oiled Machine. I'm going to take Experienced Killer. I guess I need... Do I have enough? Yeah, I got 4. Wait, do I need to... Required to unlock? Do I need to fully unlock Experienced Killer? I mean, I will. Oh, okay. And then... Ah, okay. Well, we're gonna have to unlock them all anyways, so I need to loot 3 white supply crates, which is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass, but we're going to the earlier parts of the map, and... Oh. Oh. Yeah, that thing actually has okay stats. And honestly, white supply crates aren't all that difficult to find. I say this, but then we're gonna end up like, oh, you know what? No, I'm heading towards a white supply crate as we speak. There's a Thylacoleo sticking to that tree. Probably thinks it's being quite subtle. In all honesty, it is. If I didn't have this mod that highlights everything, if I didn't have the awesome spyglass, that thing would have been basically invisible to me. I mean, shit, I can barely see it now. Is that the same one? Hold on. Yeah, see, basically invisible. It has a moving tail, which is the one way I could imagine finding it, but... Yeah. Yeah, that's a fucking... sneaky little rat. Okay, let's stop here real quick, regain a bit of stamina. You know what? Something feels nostalgic about this one particular mound. I feel like I've been here before. Maybe I saw this hill and then I stopped and I was like, this looks like the kind of place that the supply box would be. Or that like a survivor note would be. And then I came here and I was like, yeah, see, survivor note. And again, I don't see one at the moment. I might have been through here while I was hunting Spinosaurs, just because I need Spinosaurs to do shit. If you come to think of it, I should be hunting Spinosaurs now. Or maybe this is a valley that has a lot of Ceratos in it, and I was... only a level 10. Although I guess any Rex is worth killing for its EXP, right? If I had to go through the swamp with my Theri, I think I'd get amazing... I think I'd come up with some amazing drops. Bronto fighting something. 10, level 95. I already have a Bronto, and honestly, it seems like my max bred Theri line is better at getting... berries. That or it's because they move a lot quicker. $125 armor, Terrorbird saddle, that is acceptable. It's not good, but it's acceptable. And now we travel 6,000 meters to get the next thing. Not an alpha. Actually, come to think of it, I've been flying way too high up. I haven't been able to see any high XP creatures and or... any... is that a Rhino? Is that a male Oh, male Rhino, that's good. This thing can get me another Rhino pheromone. And if I ever encounter a female Rhino... I think a female Rhino would go crazy. Let's go! Yeah. Although it would be a little bit difficult to... Actually, no, it wouldn't. I would just need to throw out the creature, like my Theri, whistle it to passive, and then have the Rhino attack it a bunch of times. Also, this is the place that's really close to spawn. Aww. I remember this place. Then again, most of my nostalgia should be focused on Herbivore Island. Well, okay, I've spent a lot of time being a beach bob in Ark. Survival evolved. Survival ascended, I basically hopped right into it, went directly to the Herbivore Island. And then Herbivore Island was where I built my wooden raft to contain my tames. And then from Herbivore Island, I just basically made a straight shot to the Hidden Vale, which is, honestly, probably one of my favorite base spots of all time. I don't think I've ever loved an Ark base spot the way I've loved the Hidden Vale. Should I be hunting white drops? You know what, no, let's hunt the treasure chests, and then if there are any white drops near us, that we'll just opportunistically go. More importantly, are there any other rhinos? Because if I have a rhino that inherits the stat of its parent Therizinosaurs, it's inheriting like 37 in weight, which is better than decent. It's quite good, in fact. 52 in food, so, you know, long haul travel is not an issue. And I think like 40 points in melee is the big one. And in addition to the 40 points in melee, it should also have like, I want to say 52 in health. Like my Theri breedline has a freakishly high health stat. Actually, you know what? We can see right now what our Theri line looks like. Okay. So, they tame at 267, 36 stam, 52 food, 40 points in melee with a 2-point mutation, 55 in health with a 2-point mutation. That's the crazy good one. And then, yeah, 42 weight. I don't know. Oh, right, oxygen is useful on a rhino. I forgot that rhinos are like the all-terrain vehicle of the Ark. The Ark terrain vehicle, if you will. The ATD, or the ATB, all-terrain bug. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go harvest white items. Whiteums. And we get to fly over. Easy spawn, which is my faves. 5. I don't know why I'm still on the hunt for high-level Theries. It might just be because, you know, I've spent so long hunting high-leveled Theries. It's just become a habit by now. But yeah. We have to beat the dragon on 3 difficulties. We have 2 difficulties to beat the Broodmother. We have 2 difficulties to beat the Megapithecus, and yeah. Once we've done that, we just need to beat the Overseer on 3 difficulty levels. Hooray. Ah, I remember this part of the map. I remember that Spinos used to occupy this, like, whole section of the map. Actually, come to think of it, there is a glitch in Ark Survival Ascended where the fish don't despawn, and if you are ever in a situation where there's, like, a Spino, it shares its spawn pool with the fish that live in the ocean, actually. So, if you ever find yourself in a situation where there's nothing else spawning, you just need to do destroy wild dinos. And then all the wild dinos will be removed. And then things like Spinos should be able to start spawning. Spinos, Barrys, they should be able to start spawning and killing all the river spawns. So that grants more space for things like Spinos. Of course, if something kills the Spino, well, if you kill too many Spinos, a bunch of fish will spawn. And the only way to fix that is if you go kill a bunch of fish or you do a dino wipe, which I haven't done in a very long time. It might have been months since I've done a dino wipe, actually. I'm sorry, but where is the... I don't know why I'm surprised. This is Ark. Well, we do have an Ascendant Torch, though. I don't know. I don't foresee us ever using that, but fuck it, we have a really nice torch. You can fly along the coast and grab the other items, or the white loot drops, as long as they aren't buried in the map. But honestly, the way I figure, right, this is a game dev problem, not a me problem. So, I think I should be able to use Ghost and just cheat, dip into the map, grab the items, dip back out. Honestly, if they coded the game properly, this wouldn't be a problem, like, at all. Like, fucking, come on, Snail Games, lock in. Lock the fuck in, stop dilly-dallying. Stop with this monkey business. Stop with this horseplay. Okay, but anyways, here is the, oh shit, it's 10% left. We gotta go. Fuck. Okay. Anyways, here's Red Terminal. This is where we will go when it comes time for us to fight the dragons, which is basically what my Theries live for. And yeah. We need Artifact of the Cunning, Artifact of the Skylord, Artifact of the Immune, Artifact of the Strong. I think we have an Artifact of the Immune. Artifact of the Strong is in the Hard Water Cave. Artifact of the Skylord and Artifact of the Cunning, I'm not sure where they are. But basically, if I want to fight the dragon, I'm gonna have to do both of the Hard Ice Caves. Which is gonna be a problem. There's one cave where you cannot bring in any tames, and I want a tech rifle before I do that, so I may end up actually doing this by fighting the Megapithecus or the Broodmother on their lower and then their higher difficulty. So the Broodmother, I've done her on the medium difficulty, right? I could just do Broodmother on the low difficulty. Honestly, with the team I have, I could probably do it already, but I mean, to what purpose, you know? But yeah. I can probably, with the team I have now, the Theries that are level 55 and that have the 140 something armor saddles, I could probably manage to kill the Broodmother on her highest difficulty. Because she is the medium boss. It's the things like the dragon that I'm worried about, because he has the ability to set people on fire. And the Megapithecus, I'm also a little worried about him, because he can just push you guys off the map. And Theries are creatures that have low drag weight. The last time we fought him, we did really good. It was basically lossless. We circled him, and then we started, like, peeling his face off. It was kind of terrifying.
Onychonycteris becuncola is one of the few omnivores I've seen on the island. They seem to live primarily off the mushrooms and moss within the caves, but they attack almost any non-insect on sight. They avoid Titanoboa whenever possible, which leads me to believe the snake to be a natural predator of Onychonycteris. While flying in the dark caves would be difficult for any creature, Onychonycteris' ability to use echolocation has allowed it to adapt perfectly. It can be found idly flying around the caves, as often as it can be found hanging from bits of the cave ceilings. Not large enough to be used as mounts, and not strong enough to carry much, Onychonycteris still functions well as a guard animal, whether protecting a vacant home or members of a tribe. Their relatively vicious nature has its uses.
Hmm. Thank you, Helena. Very cool. I don't know why I keep doing that, like stopping, looking. I'm like, huh, are you any good? We already have really good Theries. 55 in health with a 2-point mutation, and I think 40 in melee with a 2-point mutation is actually insanely good. But yeah, I guess I'm just greedy. And I should, I guess, be prioritizing myself, like getting more quests done, you know. The quest that they give you in in whatchamacallit, in the Lost Island DLC. The DLC quests. Ryan DLC quests. I don't know, I'm picking up a lot of these really good, or these moderately good saddles. One more white supply crate. There is a quantity over quality approach where instead of hunting alphas, I just hunt basically everything that looks like it gives good XP. Kill Rexes, kill Theries, kill Megatheriums, kill Mammoths, kill Ceratos, kill Carnotauruses, the like. But that is more time consuming than just hunting down alphas. Basically Titanfall, dropping your mount directly on them and beating them to death with the Theries 500%, 500 damage claw attacks. You know? It needs to be a very target-rich environment to make up for the choice to not hunt alphas. Also, I'm still raiding these blueprints with the hope of eventually getting my hands on a long neck rifle BP. Because I have a long neck, but I don't have a good long neck, you know? 5 of the following. Dodo, Dilophosaur, Compy, Parasaur, or Coelacanth. Okay. Well, I think the Coelacanths should be the easiest to kill, right? They gotta have, like, just a bunch in the river nearby, I think. Oh shit. White drop with a... White drop with a yellow band. Cool, I guess. Oh well, it's a quest to kill things, so we'll get there eventually. I may just walk around with my Therizino, like, peeling everything with its big-ass claws. Is that coming down over land or over water? It's coming down in the water. Ah. I don't know if I'm adequately equipped to get that. I tell you what, we'll let it land. When it's landed, we will drop off the... If it's good, we'll drop off our mount. If it's bad, we'll just turn around. I see a Manta Ray. Thankfully, I don't see any Megs. That looks like 2 Mantas. Not worth risking my life over is my verdict. Someone else may make different decisions, but not worth my life at the moment. Also, dodos. I can kill like 3 of them. Although that dodo has sprinter, so it may be able to escape me. not getting my stuff. Okay, a Dodo, Dilophosaur, Compi, Parasaur, or Coelacanth. And then I need to harvest raw prime meat. Oh my god, I need to deal 1,000 damage with spears. Are they gonna let me go to my house and just stab the training dummy repeatedly? If not, I'm gonna have to craft like 50 spears and go hunt shit down. See, the problem is that people usually start a new world with all this stuff. And then basically they work their way up while gaining all of this stuff. Not me though. That Megaloceros saddle might be worth a little bit of metal. Low-key, there's a limit on how much, like, metal can be returned to you when you get when you harvest, or basically when you take an item that contains metal and you break it down. There seems to be a hard limit of about 150, but those 150s stack up. If I have, like, 50 Ascendant saddles, I don't need. Like, Ascendant Paki saddle, don't need that. Ascendant Megaloceros saddle, don't need that. If I get, like, 30, 35 of those, that is multiple... Oh, hold on. Oh, it's only a level 10. Ugh, lame. That's multiple... That's multiple Theri saddles paid for. Well, no, it's... Yeah, okay, getting, like, 30 of those things pays for a couple of Theri saddles. Honestly, this is actually right by where Hard Ice Cave is. Or, well, I mean, less hard. Medium Hard Ice Cave is. Actual Hard Ice Cave is somewhere else. That's the one where you need to bring rafts, put them in the building, put them in the cave itself to stop spawns, and then basically just... Okay, there's this ice cave, this one that I call Hard Ice Cave. You can do it on foot. I mean, the expectation is that you do it on foot. But, wait, sorry. I'm at the wrong cave. I'm at the wrong location. Oh, wait, that's obsidian. Oh! Friendly obsidian up here on the cliff face. That's pretty cool. Any metal nodes? I see a lot of obsidian nodes, but I don't see a lot of metal nodes. If I thought to bring my Anki, we would be up. We would be up. We'd have a lot of polymer. Oh, wow. 45. That's an alpha. That is an alpha Kano. Okay. Behavior. Dance neutral. Disable following. It's time. It's showtime. Hey, buddy. Hey, big buddy. How you doing? Oh, go ahead, fear raw me. I don't give a shit. How about you fear raw this dick? Level 25 Alpha Kano. She's taking 382 hits. She's taking 382 every hit. I'm taking 15. And as soon as that fear buff wears off, I'm gonna be doing, like, monster damage. Let's go! Okay. We'll take all the hide. And we will put 1, 2. We've hit 50k. And we'll put the remainder in melee. So we are now 914. And... You know, we can just test the amount of damage we do by walking up to something and then one-tapping it. There's, You know what? That woolly rhino is getting its head chopped off. I'm sorry, Mr. Rhino. I need to test the amount of damage I currently do. It's nothing personal. 618. Oh my god. That boss is not gonna be happy when I show up. I know those bosses hate to see me coming. But anyways, now that we actually have her at above 50k health, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take off the saddle. We're going to store her back in the cryo ball. Oh, 1.8k, that's bad. We let her get pretty low. Oh well. She is now... Jesus, I did not know I got her health that low. Then again, when you throw the dinosaur out and they're already bloody despite having 7k health, that should be a dead giveaway. And the Kano's damage is percent based, not, you know. It's not like being shielded protects you from that stuff. I don't know if this is a diggable surface. It apparently is. Hey, 6 shotgun rounds and a Beelzebufo saddle. Which is great. Now we can fly home. We can equip a different Theory with a good saddle. And yeah. Or, I guess I could go see what quests can be done today. 1000 damage with spears might be a little bit difficult. The Dilophosaur I might be able to do. Ooh, hello. Are you an alpha? No, you're just a... Oh, right. Alpha Megs are also valid targets for your Theory because you can just paddle out into shallow water, claw the dog shit out of them, and then paddle back home. Or paddle back to land. It's quite funny. It's like, you think you're safe in the ocean. You think you're safe, but you really aren't. And of course, here's where I would have a Daedon, except, you know, death. I'm guessing it either clipped through the map, or something came down and killed it, and if it is the case that something came down and killed it, and it's still here, I'm just gonna go kill whatever killed it. Punishing them for inconveniencing me, you know, as is my right. But yeah. I don't see that 135, oh, I don't see whatever killed that 130. Oh, right, I did a dino wipe. I did a destroy wild dinos after that, so it probably got killed as well. Well, I think after a dino wipe is the best time to look for a good UT. We don't have a single very good Utaranus. We have like, I know the courage buff doesn't make a difference, but what does make a difference is getting a UT that has enough stamina and enough enough health to survive getting hit a few times, and enough stamina to just courage roll the whole team through whatever fight comes our way, you know? It makes sense, right? Also, I've got a couple of Daedons that have a shitload of food, so I don't need to worry about them. Actually, I may have lost my boss fight pig. I may have lost my pig in the previous encounter. Which is why getting a good, strong Daedon, or getting a good breed line with the really strong Daedons. Look, I need to breed 3 things for the fight. The Theory is my generalist boss killer. The Daedon, I want the best healer I can possibly have, and I want the best, courage buff user that I could possibly have. It would be good if I could just have a Utaranus that I set to auto courage, that I set to like passive flee. It's on auto courage mode, and I basically have it, and I basically sit on a mammoth and play the drums. Because I think those 2 courage buffs will stack with each other. It should, right? The war drums plus the mammoth plus the UT buff. I see no reason why they shouldn't, honestly. Yeah. Oh. Didn't check the stamina. Wait, can I put a torch on a... Oh! Oh, okay. I wish I'd known I could have done that earlier. It's just, I saw them become that, like, interactable color, and I was like, huh? I thought that was a trait exclusive to, like, Parasaur saddles, like, being able to put a light source on them. Oh. Actually, I have a pretty good mammoth, but... nah. Let's not get distracted. We have bigger fish to fuck. That still tickles me a little bit saying it. We have bigger fish to fuck. Okay, the purple... There's another purple drop we could get. Hopefully we get some nice saddles out of it, and we can turn all the saddles that we are probably never using into... I guess... Oh! Oh shit! This is a very good... This is a very good loot drop. I know I've turned the loot drops all the way up, because I basically finished the whole game, and it stopped being, like, about can I beat the game, and it starts being about how much time do I need to take to do a completionist run of the game. But, ooh, hello, what are you? Only level 10, really? That 125 Kano would be nice if I, you know, was willing to do a Kano breed line to fight the bosses. Oh, hello? Directly above my base? I mean, I'm not complaining, but okay. You know, I could probably get that one. All I would need to do is to jump off, open a parachute, stick to my bird with a grapple, and then chase it. Oh my god! Holy shit! What? 490? My god. Actually, oh my god. Okay, low-key, turning up loot drops has been one of the best decisions I've made. About this, bar none. And I think it's fair, because I have only turned up my loot drops after I beat the main boss. Well, after I beat one of the bosses. Yeah. That and fishing loot. Because it's not a matter of can I or will I or won't I, it's a matter of how long it will take me. You see? You feel me? YFM. You feel me? You fum. Okay. So, let's put our matured ferry back in there. Like this. Combat equipment can hold my two really good pickaxes. Saddles. Actually, you know what? No. Boss fight saddles can take a hold of my... I'm not sure why I put a Plesiosaur saddle in there. That's a really good Megatherium saddle. If I can put Leech Blood in the fridge, I will. But I can't, it seems. Let me put these in there. You sure? Prime Meat Jerky. Okay. Then, let me head downstairs. Wait, why? Sorry, I'm dumb. Simple. Oh, actually, you know, I'll take these. I'll take these. Transfer this here. And I was going to take a training dummy out of there, right? So, bows and pistols. Pistol, pistol. Trank weapons. This is not a trank weapon, but I do have a 717 long neck rifle. That's nice. Assault weapons and shotties. There we go. Although I have put the fabricated pistols in there, so put the Fabby in there. And now, I'm going to pull all the spears that exist in this house. Nope, not a resource. Okay. One spear in there. Another spear in there. Surprisingly, no spears in there. We are gonna have to sort out our inventory, because I'm seeing, like, metal picks and basically stuff I got from traveling the world. I'm seeing it, like, everywhere. Fabby pistol blueprint, that's pretty nice. Oh, wait. My mammoth in a... There's a baby mammoth in a cryopod. That should be in the cryo fridge. Do they count pikes as spears? I don't think they do. So I don't need these. Oh, right, I also found treasure, and in that treasure was a 632% assault rifle. And in another piece of treasure, I found a fucking 500%. Yup. Yes, Clark, I am back to being a masochist. It hurts so good, but I like it so bad. Oh, right, we farmed a bunch of Giga Hearts by just baiting them into, like, magma. It's really funny to do. But, no, it doesn't look like I have any more spears. So, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go somewhere my dinosaurs aren't in my way. Put down a training dummy. Like, right here. I'd rather him face me. Equip. And now we can test if we need to. Okay. So, does this count as spear damage? No, it doesn't. Okay, so I need to actually hunt things down with spears. Which is insane, by the way. I have a tech replicator and I'm needing to hunt things with spears. We're going all fucking primal by Gennady Tartakovsky. Actually, you know what? What I could do is I could take my Theri out for... I could take the Theris I'm raising for the boss fight out on a hunt. And then... A second. Does it even count? I need to, like, hunt down physical targets, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna take so fucking long. How long am I gonna be... Wait, hold on. I have a theory. And if it works, please don't report my channel to PETA. We have... Huh? Wait. So you complete a path and it changes? Okay. Okay. I was not aware that this was how it would work. Like completing a path. Now it only makes sense to do one branch of a path. Anyways, where's my third Theri? Boss Theri 14. I think my... Hold on. Where did I put all my good saddles? I think they're on Tumblr. I might have transferred them all to his inventory. Okay. Keep the pheromone, keep the saddles. I'll basically keep everything. Okay. Jesus. Anything that does not have a spoil time. A lot of the things I do have. Rid of the fish meat. Going to eat all of this. Get rid of the pelt. Real pain starts in the next 3 maps, not including the center. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to think about the radiation zone in AB. The fucking high radiation areas. That's just, ugh. But for what it's worth, I will be going into it with a max leveled survivor. Actually, am I max leveled? No, but I will be going there with a level 114 survivor. Of course, once I reach there, I may need to reevaluate what I have in what stats, you know? Just, in the interest of better surviving, like the Scorched Earth, I may want to put more in Fort. That sort of thing. Okay, let's see. Ghillie, Scuba, and Fur, we're putting that in there. Full tech suit will make things easier. It will, actually. Unfortunately, I can't ascend with wearing a tech suit. I don't think. I may be wrong. I may be entirely wrong, but I don't think I can bring tech with me. Cloth and hide. Chitin should go in here, right? No? Is this chitin any good? Ah, fuck it. We've kept worse items. Next up, combat. We'll put this here. We'll put this here. Guess we'll put this here, even though it's kind of a knockout weapon. We'll put this here. We'll put the torch here. Why not? And then this is the chest labeled becomes polymer. We'll put that in here. We'll put the C4 in there. And what are the saddles I'm absolutely not going to use? I doubt I'm ever using a Paki saddle. I doubt I'm ever fighting in melee range. Plus I have better pikes. I'm probably not riding a Megalo. Not using that. Probably not using that. Probably not riding a Terror Bird. Now the Beelzebufo saddle might be... Well, okay, fuck it. There may come a point when I need a massive amount of cementing paste for whatever project I'm working on. Sorry, my throat is killing me. I'm just gonna take a quick betadine spray. Oh. Ah, a little bit better. What will also help is turning up my air conditioning. But you know what? Let me just go through here. Donkey saddle. We're definitely gonna need that for when we want a shitload of metal farmed. Dinosuka saddle. I only need 1. Well, actually, I might. I've heard they make good bossing dinos. Megalodon. I have Zephactinus. Probably not riding one. Dodie. Megalosaurs also worth. Tappy saddles are worth having. Capro, probably never riding one of those. Aloe, probably never riding one of those. Ichthyi. I'm gonna want the Carcaro if I get a good Carca. Calico, Plesiosaur. And yeah, fuck it, the Beelzebufo saddle can stay. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to just throw these things in here. I'm going to turn on. Make sure none of our fairy saddles are in there, because these are all a pain in the ass to make. And then grind all items. So we now have an additional 1, 2... Okay, we've got a 498. We almost have 500 more metal. Plus we got 150 metal in its ore form. That's nice. And then, you know what, honestly, fuck it. We'll just dump. We'll just start dumping what we have. There are other good things here, other things that could be broken down, but they are kind of a secondary concern now. These... Need 1 milestone path to unlock these skills. You know what? If the 2,500 berries counts what my Theri picks up, I'm thinking that'll be a pretty good idea for a path. Just drop all of these. And, wait a sec, where is my Theri saddle? I think I put the 140 armor one into one of these chests, right? This one. There we go. So this is the really good saddle. I should be using it as the main training one, but well, I'm not that prescient, and well, I don't have. Yes, okay, it counts the berries my theory picks up. So we're just gonna very easily grab 2,500. Then we're going to drop everything. Next thing on the skill tree is travel 500 meters on foot. Okay, that will happen eventually. But we will also need to level up the Theries. Oh, we'll need to level up our Thery line. So, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to check. I'm just gonna grab Tumbler so that we have a way to fly back home. And then we are going out to pick a fight with basically anything we can find. If it's a big sauropod dinosaur, we'll kill it. If it's like a Rex or something, we'll kill it. If it's a... If it even looks like it has a lot of hide, we'll kill it. Because hide is another one of those sticking points. Like, we have... The main problem is when we're making the saddles that require like 1,900 metal apiece, we are running out of metal. We're not running out of wood. That's really easy because we have like a legion of Therizinosaurs. I don't think we'd be able to run out of wood. But we are running out of hide and we're running out of metal. So, because it takes 9,859 hide for every saddle. Plus, there's a much stronger saddle that I might pick for like my leaders, like the strongest Theries, the ones I want to lose the least. And those require 14,451 hide to craft. So yeah, that's a thing. Meanwhile, I can just walk through with my 546 damage and shred everything. So, good way to get my hands on more hide. Plus, the hide is not super heavy, so I just build massive amounts of it. Oh. I like how being bloody is, you know, having 9,000 health. Or more health than basically anything in the game. That's being in critical condition for me. Oh, damn it, I just killed a 130 Pteranodon. That was kind of a fumble. 130 Pteranodon could have been useful. If I can find a high-level chainsaw, you start an Ovis farm for hide. Ooh, good idea. Unfortunately, I don't know if scorched blueprints exist on this map. You can get... It's the island, so you can actually craft a chainsaw because I bought the DLC. I've bought both the DLC. May God preserve me. But I don't think you can find high-level chainsaw blueprints. But I mean, the engram itself is pretty good. And Ovises are... We have Ovises. Well, actually, we don't have any high-level Ovises. The Ovises I have are kind of awful. I kind of just keep them around because the mutton they drop is really good for if I ever need to, like, tame a Giga on the fly. If I ever need to do something that I haven't been able to make... If I want a predator and I don't have kibble, that's what the Ovises are for. Although, Dododex says that chainsaws are like the best tool for hide, so maybe there's merit to that. Then again, my Theries by themselves do get a pretty good amount of hide, I'm not gonna lie. They can get their hands on a pretty startling amount. Is that a Kano? Please be a boss. Ah, no, you're just a regular shitty Kano. Lame. Get mauled to death, idiot. But yeah, it's just wandering around, killing everything that looks like it's got even remotely good XP, or that looks like it will drop a good amount of hide. All my dinos, 100% imprinted, and we are basically ready to take this team of dinos to fight the bosses on their highest difficulty, but my problem, or, you know what, yeah, my problem is that, well, it's having enough resources to make all the saddles. The saddles are a crazy sink of resources. This has also been a really good way for me to farm boss drops, by the way. I've just been going crazy. You know what? The lance is made of metal. We can probably scrap that to make metal. Let's take the lance and let's I don't think the Ichthy saddle requires any metal, but it is probably worth having. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's break everything down. Everything that can become hide when it's broken down, let's just steal it. And what I've been doing is I've been listening to the Wheel of Time books. And if you want to know how much time it's taken me, from the start of the breeding process to current day, I have gone through about 4 Wheel of Time books, which translates to over 1 million words, and about, I want to say about 100 hours of audiobook, based on the average length of each audiobook. So, I have been busy. Give me your skin. Give me your skin. I want all of your skin. You too, Mr. 1 damage level 15 raptor. I need your skin more than you need it. I still have 10,000 health, which is crazy. The Cerato's damage reflection may present a slight problem. Never mind. I was gonna say, we're gonna stop if the damage reflection looks like it's about to kill me, but I'm just too much of a beast. You know, my doctor said I'm morbidly a beast. He a real one for that. I don't know what a HD is, but my doctor says I have 80 of them. Why is my friend from secondary school playing Uma Musume Pretty Derby? You know what? Fuck it. I don't know why I'm being judgmental. Let the man play what he wants. You do you, Russell. I'm climbing up the mountain to see if there are any other rare things that I can fight, but then I realized this is also Giga territory. So, maybe not the best idea. Yeah, usually I've done the farming by traveling up and down the river delta looking for any, like... Ooh, hello. Looking for any alphas I can kill. Like how most of the things I attack don't even have time to process the fact that they're being attacked. It's just, I run up to them, I hit them 3 times, and they've gone. Sometimes I hit them twice. Sometimes I 3-tap a whole family of them. And yeah, if you can just imagine, the breeding process was the really time-consuming one. Those were days of my life that I'm never getting back. But no need to worry now. All I need to do is get all of my 18 boss fight theories to a moderately high level and wait for the boss. Or wait, I'll get the stuff to, you know, capture a boss. I am probably going to start planning for the next caves, because I haven't done the dragon caves yet. I haven't done the caves that will result in me getting the dragons that let me fight the, sorry. That was a what is going on with my mouth today? I have yet to do the caves that will allow me find the artifacts that will let me fight the dragon. That was what I was trying to say. I don't know how that came out like that, but yeah. Also, the grind, the grind to get saddles is real. It's like half of the time I spend grinding for leather, half the time I grind for metal. This is a whole process. I could actually go to the snowy areas and try and find things that are worth a little bit more XP, but... But honestly, I think I'm doing okay at getting the sufficient amount of XP here. Plus, if it really mattered to me, I would go to Carnivore Island and then I'd kill everything there. Actually, you know what? Why am I not doing that? Also, one thing that would make this a lot easier, actually, is having Rhinonathas. Having a Rhinonatha that could pick up my Theri and just fly it from my house to the Carnivore Island, that would go amazing. That would go amazing for the, I guess for the... What was I gonna say? Oh, it would be amazing for helping me transport them back and forth, and then I wouldn't need to use cryopods. Rhino is amazing. Yeah, even a low level, like, terrible Rhino. I just need... And honestly, since it's more about what stats the mother dinosaur has, I could just put them on one of my Theries, which, if I remember correctly, have 55 in health with a 2-point mutation, and 40 points in melee with a 2-point mutation. So, you know, crazy amount of potential. You know what? Next Theri. Don't use a Theri, it wouldn't work that well. Oh. How come? Do they need, like... Need a big-ass dino like Bronto? Oh, so it's contingent on drag weight, is it? I'm glad to hear that. If it requires a Bronto, I have a Bronto that I'm willing to sacrifice. I got him to pick berries, but then I realized, hey, wait a second, my Theri is better at getting berries than any of my high-level max breed line Theris are better at getting berries than you are, so what purpose do you serve in my retinue? But yeah. Is it safe for me to cross the ocean? More importantly, are there any alpha megs nearby? Oh, there's just regular megalodons that deal about 6 damage. You know what? Fuck it. We can just cryopod him and fly back. Let's go to Carnivore Island. Hello, Theri. Are you doing the Kubrick angle where we can slowly see the madness entering his soul? Also, I like the Theri's swimming animation. It very much looks like how I think a Therizinosaur would swim in real life. We got a fan. We got a groupie. Shit, am I gonna be able to make it? 491. Ooh. Will he regain stamina if I slow down? Nope, he takes stamina just staying afloat. Okay. Then let's rush. Also, best part about having such a high level Theri, I can walk into any of the big caves that allow for like larger dinosaurs and just maul everything. Like, it's not even funny. I could walk into the Artifact of the Devourer cave with my Theory and a Cryo Ball, throw him out, and then instantly, or within 3 minutes, I've killed everything in the cave. Also, this is quite funny to me. I just hit 50k health. I can technically bag him and go back to my home. Although, now this means that every additional level I get, I can put into his melee stat, which is nice. I have a bunch of Theries in my house that have 50k health and a bunch in melee, which I think makes them stronger than basically anything on the island, short of a Giga. Then again, a Giga has about... A wild Giga has only about 30k more health. So if I took 3 of my boss fight Theries, and I whistled them at a Giga, we might actually win. Hey, buddy. Ooh, free... Test it. Ooh. I kind of tempted to, but here's the thing. That may also mean that I lose 3 boss fight Gigas to bleed. And every one of these is an investment of like an hour or something. Then again, I do have a bunch of eggs. I have an excess of eggs, way more than I strictly needed. Because I sort of just, you know... I turned my game on one day and I just left it there for an hour. While all of my dinos were breeding. I just whistled them all mating enabled and, you know, fucked off. Still above 10k health, that's nice. If anything, my health has been going up. Although, you already know the outcome. You think that my team is getting shredded, or you think that I should have used a much higher number, like 5 or 6. The bleed is crazy, but honestly, the fact that they all have almost comparable health and other traits means they could kind of break even. I'm not sure. I'm optimistic, but I'm not sure, if that makes any sense. Also, I still remember when I caught 150, or when I found a level 150 Rex here and I tamed it. And then it came out with some of the most disappointing stats I've ever seen. The Megatherium we tamed that was 145 had like 39 points in attack, and I was like, okay, you can be the start of a breeding line. But then I caught a Rex here and I was like, did it have to be you? $546 points of damage, which will eventually become a much higher number once I'm done killing this thing. $928 points of damage. Oh, sorry, 928% melee. I don't know what that translates to in terms of direct damage values. I can test it out. 627. Wow. Yeah, the bosses are gonna hate to see me coming. Now, let's very quickly take your saddle, and then let's put you in a ball. And then let's throw out my bird. And head back home to get another Theory. So this has basically been my life for the past X amount of weeks. Here's the real question. Could 20 of my Theories take down a Titanosaur? Because the Titanosaur has that really overpowered, like, ground pound, that, like, stomp attack that annihilates everything. And part of me wants to know, can I? How strong is my team of creatures that do 546 on each slash against a creature that does way more and has 230,000 health? One other thing that it'd be fun to test it on is if I could lure an alpha mosasaur into shallow water. Which I know mosasaurs can't go above a certain height. But, or rather, their AI won't let them go above a certain height. If there was somehow a way for me to put like 20 Therazinos in a cave, and then lure an Alpha Mosasaur to the mouth of the cave, and then immediately maul him, I'm wondering how well that would work. I think it might work pretty decently. But yeah, honestly, today wasn't meant to be a super long stream. The main point of today, well, I'm falling sick. Not well? Aww. Damn it, okay. Okay. Might be worth doing if I like, finish all the boss fights and still have all my theories. Just for shits and giggles, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Go kill, go get kill. Alpha Moses are way stronger than you think. I've seen one, it's got like 4... I think the only way that I could logically take one down is with the Megalodon Bleed. I think I've seen a couple that have like 400,000 health. I may have misread it, maybe 40,000. But yeah, anyways, this makes theory number, okay. Yeah, 1 that's at 50,000 and has 1,007%. And we've got 2 at 50,000, 3 at 50,000, 4 at 50,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 theories that have... Oh, it is still recovering. Okay. 10 theories. Well, now 11. That have above 50,000 health, and we are just gonna leave them there and wait for good shit to happen. But yeah, I'm probably ending the stream soon. This was just a sort of, hey, I'm back, I'm playing Ark Survival Ascended again. Here's what we've done while I wasn't recording. And yeah. I am a little interested in seeing how they do against like a Giga or a Karka. Just if we get every single one of them to gang up and shit stomp the Karka. Because like Karka has 70,000 health. And my theories have, like, at the upper limits, it's 50,000. But I haven't been doing the thing where you put every available level into their health. Hmm. But yeah. So I have 10. I just need 8 more to be adequately leveled. And then we're probably going to try them out by fighting the medium difficulty Megapithecus. And if they work really well, and we have no losses, we're just gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna fight the alpha, the gamma, the alpha, beta, gamma. We're gonna fight the max difficulty Megapithecus. And if that also works out well, we're probably gonna go fight the spider on easy, then we'll fight the spider on hard, because we've already fought the spider on medium. And then, yeah. Sorry, I'm just being greedy and getting more chests that I don't really need. How many theories you bringing to the tech cave? Good question. I think it makes sense if I bring every single theory that I have. Like if I bring all 18 to the tech cave. I have heard one other method, which is to get a good Karka, use the Karka to clear the cave, run back to a sleeping bag, or respawn at a sleeping bag, run down with your legion of bosses, or legion of boss fighting creatures, pick up the Karka with a cryo ball, and then go fight the boss. Or go fight the Overseer. I don't know, it's a good question. Why do you ask? If you have a better way for me to do it, that would probably be the one I opt for. If you're like, you know that if you have a Thylacoleo, you can cheese the whole cave, right? You can just climb on the walls and run around everything. The limit is 50? Oh my... Huh. Well then, I might be coming in... What? How is that? I did not know that Deinosuchuses could spawn here. And this one seems to be stuck inside the ice wall. Okay, low-key. May need to get myself a Deinosuchus. Is the Deinosuchus killing them? Oh, I'm scared now. Whoops. I did not expect to see a Deinosuchus that strong. But anyways, I know that you can use a Deinosuchus to cheese the monkey at least. Because it has a really powerful... Well, the monkey and the... And the dragon. You just need to bring fire extinguisher grenades so that you can throw them on your dragon. So you can throw them on the Deinosuchus whenever it gets scared or whenever it gets set on fire. And you just need to have the vampiric trait on your Deinosuchus, and that makes it like one of the most OP. Where's the Deinosuchus? Oh, there it is. Damn, 10 superior kibble. Okay. If the limit is 50, I may need to bring 50 Therizinosaurs to the cave, because... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to grind up the resources for 50 of those fucking saddles. Excuse me, are you attacking my Deinosuchus? Fuck you! Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me deal with him and his kid first. And then... Uh-oh! Wait, did you kill the dino... Oh, it's still alive. Okay. I may need to extend the stream a little bit, just so I can fly home and get 10, 15 Supreme Kibble. Listen to me, you little shit. Oh, wait, it's still following me. Hold on. Hello? Why don't you follow me right off this cliff? Come on, the water's lovely, I promise. Is that just the... Okay, that's kind of a high-leveled Kano. Oh wait, this one's high-leveled. Where's your friend? I'm just wasting I'm just wasting fabricated pistol rounds on this thing. The day they program dinos to not run off edges will be a game changer. Yeah. I don't know if the game will be playable anymore. I can't do my cheesy bullshit strats. Like, how am I supposed to beat a Giga if I can't bait it into lava and then... Well, actually, if I couldn't bait the Gigas into lava, what I'd do is I'd use a Thylacoleo. But... yeah, we may need to extend the duration of the stream a little bit so I can fly home, get a ghillie headpiece, and then we can... you know, go get the Deinosuchus that's a level 140 apparently. That's insane. With a 140 that has good stats and another 140 I could, and like a 140 or 145 or 150, I could breed them and then get an imprinted baby, and then I could breed them to maximize their stats, and then I could get my grubby little hands on a single Deinosuchus that has the tier 3 vampiric trait, and then once I have that trait, I put it on the Deinosuchus. Game over. Game over. I can literally solo bosses with one dino. That'll be the move. So, the guide said 10, but sometimes the guide is wrong, so I'm just bringing 18. And also, I may need more fabricated pistol rounds. Fab. Bullet. Advanced bullet, I think. Give me like 300. Yep, advanced bullets, those are the ones. And you know what, I may wind up in a little bit of trouble, like getting my ass kicked trouble. So, I'm just going to put the saddle on a different ferry. And we are going to bag... We're going to put you in a cryo ball. But yeah, my Theries have been mating even while they're here, which means my Oviraptor is probably like stocked up to his ass with eggs. You can see. Hey, big Oviraptor. Oh my god. Yeah, Jesus. Before I do anything, I'm just putting these in a chest so that he doesn't get hungry enough. Or I'm just putting these in the fridge so that he doesn't get hungry enough to eat the damn things. But yeah, we have an eggs chest that is... got about this many Therizino eggs in it. So... it's looking like these are gonna be my boss fighting creatures, and we also bring them to the tech cave as well. Alright, Tumbler. Let's... oh wait, shit, I forgot to get a ghillie headpiece. That might be quite a big mistake. I don't know if the difference in having the headpiece or not makes a big enough difference that I can, you know, be seen by something that would not have been able to see me otherwise. But, I don't have a ghillie headpiece. Let me check if I have one in my... one of my combat dummies. Nope. That's just riot gear. Nope, that's just my pikes. And nope, that's just all my really good fur. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Nope. 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 I should really just have a vault that has all my clothing in it. This is kind of inefficient. Mm-mm. No. Well... oh, they're not made in the fabricator, apparently. And they're not made in here, either? Wait, what? If you don't make ghillie in a fabricator, and you don't make it in a smithy, where do you make ghillie? Hello? Yeah, we bought the engram, right? Do I make it in my inventory? Apparently I do. Okay. You learn something new every day. The wise man learns something rarely, but the fool learns every day. The fool is me, by the way. I'm the fool. I'm gonna drop a couple of the things that serve no purpose, but I will just keep them in my inventory for now. I don't know what I just dropped. Ah, fuck it. It's a random item. I'm not gonna miss it. It wasn't anything that was like Ascendant quality plus. So, we need to find that crocodile. And when I tame it, I'm probably gonna name it Sir Crocodile. Unless it's female. Well, actually, no. Okay. I'm not one of those people who believes that Crocodile is Luffy's mother. But I do kind of believe in trans Crocodile. Like, it would not surprise me at all if Crocodile was like, you know, Ma'am Crocodile. And then he went to and then, well, yeah, no. And then he went to Ivankov and was like, hey, um, I don't, I don't really like my vagina. Can you do something about it? And then Ivankov was like, yeah, sure. Boom. You're Sir Crocodile now. Would not surprise me at all. That or the becoming a man was something Crocodile had to do to keep themselves safe. Because uh because hear me out, hear me out. I may sound insane for this. Uh Crocodile is Rox's daughter. Rox Dizebek's daughter is Crocodile. And then everyone knew, hey, worst criminal in history, worst pirate of all time, had a daughter. And then he became Sir Crocodile to escape. I mean, I would assume to escape attempts on his life. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Why? Why did you run over here? Oh. The way my resolve fucking evaporated when I saw that thing running at me. And this isn't my battle armor, by the way. I don't have like 2,000 points of armor. This is fucking flat ghillie. It's Ascendant ghillie. It gives me like 700 armor, but this is nowhere near worth. It's not something you would wear to fight a Deinosuchus. Am I the fucking CEO of missing my shots or what? They'd better not hurt my fucking Deinosuchus. If they do, I'm gonna be very cross. Oh my god, there's more of these assholes. Why must you interfere? Get away from my Deinosuchus, you dickheads. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Get down here, buddy. I missed. How did I miss a raptor that was 8 feet away from me? That would be a funny character to play in D&D. Like a quote-unquote sniper who uses like a rifle and follows the fighter, the gunslinger fighter that Matt Mercer made for like basically Percival the Rolo from Critical Role. Except they are fucking terrible at aiming their weapon. They just don't. Every single shot they take is the one where you have a -5 to hit and then but you do more damage if you land the hit. Yeah, that would be an incredibly funny character to play. Is it relaxing? Relaxing? Can I feed you? Going to relax? If you relax, I can feed you a... It looks like a dog that's like trying to find a comfortable place to lie down, but just cannot. He's moving in circles and... Sit down, open your mouth, go to sleep. I will feed you. I don't know how long it's gonna stay that way. And I don't know how far I need to stay away to be safe. I don't know how good the ghillie is at letting me escape evade detection. Is it too cold? Is it not comfortable because it's a reptile? I don't know what a reptile dysfunction is, but I apparently have one. Okay. Just gotta get close, close as I can. It's right fucking behind me, isn't it? God have mercy. God have mercy. Oh. Oh. Taming these things is like cock and ball torture. I wish they were just a fucking knockout tame. I wish I didn't need to have my endocrinal system edged every time I wanted to get one of these goddamn crocodiles. But hear me out. Hear me out. Wait, 17.5? 17 times... That's almost 20. I need to feed this thing 6 times. It said it would need 10, but... Okay, you know what? Oh no. I guess I was mistaken. What is... Oh. Damn. Well... Guess my fucking Deinosuchus isn't hungry anymore. Or isn't going to be hungry anymore. I see its mouth opening. Mouth is open. There's a very angry Sabertooth somewhere around here. This is probably one of the worst places I could ever have imagined trying to tame a Deinosuchus. Aside from maybe in the middle of the swamp. Oh, hey Alec. Welcome to stream. This is a doozy. You caught me at like one of the most nerve-wracking moments. Or what will be one of the most nerve-wracking processes. How's it going? It's going good. It's going substantially worse than Pixel Mondays, which is a stream that involves a lot less of me freaking the fuck out. But okay. Okay, 36 meters. I think we can close the distance in time. Never mind. Satan Crocodile is back in business. Every time I hear a stream notification, I'm gonna flinch. It's that motherfucker. Come on, go to sleep. Don't you ever get tired of... Do you ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die. Like you're hanging by a thread, but you gotta survive, 'cause you gotta survive. Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Oh, you gotta put the inside, but you don't really care. Like you love, but it's anything I have a fast repair. Please. Please, I just want a high-level Deinosuchus so I can cheese the bosses. You don't have to be doing all this, bro. You don't gotta be doing all this. god, I should have put a Rohypnol in one of these superior kibbles and just knocked his ass out. Her ass out. Go the fuck back to sleep, you stupid fucking pest. Do you really need to get active? Is she opening her mouth? Should I put a roofie in one? Exactly. You know what would make this worse? If it was tied to voice chat, so I needed to be quiet. My fucking soul just took a screenshot. You please just go to sleep. Please just go to sleep. I'm so scared. Not even funny because even if the ghillie has 740 points of armor, the bleed will kill me. The bleed is gonna kill me before I can even get to my Argentavis. Yeah, I stopped breathing. Does that hissing sound mean that she's got her mouth open? I think so. I just wish I moved a little bit faster while crouching. Should have put a roofie in one of my supreme kibbles. Monkey D. Gop? Yeah, that's my character's name. Because I made him with enormous arms. You know what? This might be a good learning point. How close can I get before she wakens, or she reawakens? It took you one piece of kibble? Damn! I mean, it was still probably a nerve-wracking experience, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, please don't go asleep in the water. You sleep in the water, I can't run away from you when you decide to chew my head off. Come on, go the fuck to sleep. Oh my god. Go the fuck to sleep, you stupid reptile. You shouldn't even be living in a place this cold. You're cold-blooded. Okay. So 2 got me to 35%, which means 6 is going to get me to 105%. So in theory, God willing, if the Ark Gods don't smite me down for my insolence, I should be able to tame it with 6 pieces of kibble. Now, I'm not even being funny, I feel like I'm... I feel like I'm one jump scare away from pissing my pants. But that's maybe because I've been holding it in for a while, so let me just feed one more time. And then I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna pause the stream and go to the bathroom. Oh my god! 509? That is almost as much as my Therizinosaurs can do, and they are like bread imprinted. Oh, okay. Let me use the bathroom. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. And then I'm also turning my room lights on, so this is less scary. Okay, I have returned. It's time for the fresh horrors. A fresh wave of the horrors. So that other Argentavis needs to be dealt with. Oh shit. We're still taking bleed ticks from moving. Are there any other large carnivores nearby? I see a couple of Brontos. I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about other large carnivores. Okay, chill out. Chill out. What you yelling for? Something at your door. If you could only do somebody else around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else, got me frustrated. Honestly, probably. Oh, I saw it accelerate and my fucking soul left my body again. Jesus. Why'd they give one of the best boss killer mounts such an awful taming method? I don't think I can be a singer if I feel my soul starting to disintegrate every time I have to do something even remotely stressful. I would not survive a day as a K-pop idol. Some of whom have fans, quote-unquote fans, who will send them like an acid bomb package. Or like anthrax in the mail. I'm not kidding, K-pop is serious business. Or like some of them will have antis who try and send them like... who will like actually try to make murder attempts against them. K-pop is fucking terrifying sometimes. Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay down, something at your door. Da, da. Yeah, K-pop is wild. Babe, can you just piece the fuck out? Can you take a nap? Like, I swear to God. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. This may be good. I don't know if I should be approaching the dangerous animal from the front. Two more feedings and I have a... Two more feedings and I have her, I think. Come on, babe. Come on. Aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of walking? The way it almost bit me in half. Yeah, I don't like that. Don't like that. Not one bit. Oh, oh. Open mouth. Opening mouth. %87.6%. Why are you coming towards me? Why are you coming towards me? I'm not gonna lie, when she was walking towards me, I was absolutely anticipating getting chomped, losing my movement speed, getting chomped again, and then getting my head ripped off. Oh, let's go. Let's see. The fear is palpable. It is. Yeah, I can taste it. I can feel it in the air. Okay. Those post-tame stats are actually fucking amazing. Let's go over them. 41 stamina. 43 weight. 41 in food. I wish those 41 stats went to other stats, but 43 melee, 40 points in health. And 41 in hunger. I don't know if we've gone over that. That is actually fucking amazing. It is coming in the air tonight. You know who else is coming? Me. Just sheer relief. It's not even like I'm like that Rigby cat meme. I'm just blowing rope in sheer relief. But anyways, that's not even the hardest part. I need to get another like high-leveled male. I need to breed them. I need to find a Deinosuchus that has a trait of Vampiric 3, which is the rarest form of the Vampiric trait. And then I need to go breed the two of them until I have a perfect offspring. Breed that one until it has an offspring. Give that baby the Vampiric trait from the Deinosuchuses that I will need to mass tame. And then use that one with an Ascendant saddle and maxed out like health and melee to go basically kill bosses with bleed damage. I think it works best on the dragon, and it works best on the bosses that don't have summons. So 1, beat the dragon, 2, beat the Megapithecus. But hey, that's 1/2 of my boss cheesing strategy done. And also, honestly, I could probably go into the boss fight arena with my Deinosuchus as is, and that would be the thing we'd rely on most is having their bleed damage affect the bosses. So, oh boy, we're gonna fly home. We're gonna end the stream, and then when I'm off camera, I'm just gonna be taking my Theres out for a ride. We're gonna kill everything, get the hide, get as much hide as we can. And then when we are done gathering the hide that we need, we're gonna go get metal from the nearby mountains. And it's gonna be a long grind. Because honestly, getting the minerals themselves has not been the difficult part. Oh, sorry, getting the Theres imprinted has not been the difficult part. Getting the materials has been the difficult part. But yeah, let's just, I do kind of want to take my Dinopithecus out for a spin. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sounds fun. You know what? Fuck it, actually. We have time. I'm just gonna go run inside the house. We're gonna go grab one of our Ascendant Deinosuchus saddles that we have, for some reason. We got a 260, we got a 211, we got a 214, we got a 190. Let's... They all seem pretty good. So... let's just go see how much damage we do to the average Megalodon. Or more importantly, how much the Gigabyte does to everything else that runs. Because I know the Gigabyte does more damage the further you've traveled from when you've been bitten. Also, the reason I didn't get the Deinosuchus dossier popping up is because I've already tamed one, but it got fucking annihilated by something. I can't remember what it was specifically, but I tamed a Deinosuchus and it got mollywopped. Okay. Whoa! You can use weapons from the back of the Deinosuchus? Holy shit. I knew you could use them from the back of the Sako, but that's because the Sako is a Sako. Oh wait, I don't know how to turn off surface swimming. Is it shift? No. Is it V? No. Is it B? No. I'm not sure. Okay, 239 at a default. But let's see how much the Gigabyte does against something that will move. Because it does a lot against the dragon, because the dragon flies. Yeah, dragon flies. Name it Nami, please. You know what? Sure, why not? Oh, wait, shit. I need to recharge the Gigabyte. Options. Name. Nami. There you go. Next up, she's gonna be like, I like money. I love money. Oh my god! Holy shit! We didn't need to worry about the bleed on that. That is more damage than 3 hits from my fully bred imprinted Therizzinosauruses. Oh my god. Well, I have a new thing to deal with Alpha Moses. I was gonna say, even if I don't kill something in one shot, it'll swim away and it'll take damage, but then I saw and I was like, actually, I don't think they're swimming away from that. Come here, Mr. Jellyfish. Come here, Mr. Nidaria. Nidarius. Ooh-ee-ah, ooh-ee-ee. Wait, huh? Oh, there it is. Name the male Belly. Cool. Sure. If I remember, oh right, because Belly is the currency in One Piece, and Nami loves berries. This is a 140. There's potentially 10 more levels you could get. You know what? I may make finding a Deinosuchus the next thing I do in this. Now the question is, bump health or bump melee damage? I think bump health in the interest of survivability. Cause, well, I mean, having them survive is more important than having them deal slightly more damage. Because the real damage dealer is the bleed from the gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte. But yeah, we need, okay. See, here's the thing, right? It's funny how fate works, because now that I've started streaming, this has happened, and this has changed my whole opinion on what the best way to fight the bosses would be. I literally have an army of Therizinosaurs in my house. They are out, they are running around. But now, knowing that the Gigabyte does that much single instance damage, and it has a bleed for things that can move, like, well, things that move fast, rather, it's made me rethink my modus operandi. And now I'm just thinking, I am also gonna need to do more breeding. So I have another Deinosuchus. No. Is it D-E-I-N? Yeah, it's D-E-I-N. D-E. Beaver, Mudang, Photomegalodon, Ceratosaurus, Gen 2 breeder, back when they only had 21 matrilineal and patrilineal mutations, back when they had 23,000 health and 650% melee instead of 50,000 health and, well, 31,000 now, and 802 default melee. Yeah, and Mudang, my Daedon. Okay, we're putting Nami back in, and we will hopefully find and bookmark a good male Deinosuchus. They may not still be there when we get home, or when we get here next, but yeah, we will be doing some work off camera. We'll mainly be making more saddles, so that all of our Theries are, you know, boss fight ready. But yeah, there will be a reckoning eventually, and we have 10 bosses left. We have 2 caves we haven't done. I haven't run out of content. I'm just not doing. I just am coming back here to make sure that to make sure that the series is still doing well, and that eventually we're gonna be able to deal with all the bosses and then ascend. Maybe the Centers, maybe the Scorched Earth. I'm thinking Centers has a very unique boss, which is when you go to the center. So you're off for the night? Yeah, I'm hopping off. But yeah. Also, wait a second. That's weird. I just realized my Twitch chats are, oh, they're playing in double. Okay, let me just turn off this chat box, and then let me put this chat box somewhere like here. But yeah, today's Friday, so I may do a little bit of grinding on Pixel Mondays. I may do a little bit of grinding for that. Miscrits is another series that's performing really well. I may farm dailies in my Miscrits. But yeah, in the meantime, the main goal for what I'll be doing off camera is I'll be picking up a shitload of leather and a shitload of metal with the intent of making more Therizino saddles, getting all 20 of them equipped with the best saddles humanly possible, and then maybe I need to go get a donkey so I can do a little bit of underwater mining. And that's a much better way to get metal. So I may do that. Oh wait, shit, it's Friday! Fuck! I was planning on starting a series called Fossil Fridays, where I play Minecraft Fossils and Archaeology mod on Friday, because my friends played with me for a little bit, and then they were like, nah, I don't like this. Or they went to play other things. But yeah. Actually, you know what? There's no rule saying I can't stream twice in a day. I can just go eat. I can just go get dinner, and then I can come back with a different stream. But I may be off for today, but here's the thing. If I have 4 series running concurrently on my channel, which is... Oh my god! Oh, well, thank you for the bits, Alec. I guess I have no choice. Fossil Fridays is coming at, I'll tell you what, give me 2 hours. Fossil Fridays starts at 7. I will assemble a mod pack that will have fossils and archaeologies, a couple of the create mod, and yeah, fuck it, I guess I got no choice. I got no choice. And yeah. I'll be back in an hour and 40... Well, I'll be back in an hour and 51 minutes. And I'll see you then. Goodbye!